All right, guys, you know when the lights are out, it is game time. We're in the underground season. So this video is from SLAYR and Blackboy Max. I just saw it on TikTok. I'm going to show you guys how to make melodies like SLAYR on this one. All right, so it comes down to understanding music theory. So I found that these underground beats are really heavily influenced by music theory. So as much as we want to ignore music theory, it's very deep in the sound of this genre. The chord type to understand here is a minor 7th chord. It's 0, 3, 7, 10. Wherever you start is the root note. So let's start here at 0, or E, which is 0. All right, so 0, 3, 7, 10 means we're counting at 0. This is the root note. Count up note by note until you finish out the chord code. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are the notes we're going to work with primarily. So the first thing we're going to do is the first inversion. We're going to take the bottom note here and pull it up an octave. Okay, then we're going to take what's called the 5th. These are either 7 notes away or 5 notes away, up and down. So long story short, we're taking the tonic and count up 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is called the perfect 5th. All right, so even though we're pulling E up an octave, we're still going to move that perfect 5th. Okay, so we're going to highlight it, hit Control up. So now this gives you the first chord. Now the next portion of the sound is coming from just different intervallic stacks over top, played in what's called trecio. So trecio is tre, si, o, tre, si, o. I told you guys that's the most common pattern in all of dance and hip hop. So basically right here, these notes may seem random, but they're not. So if you count from the top note, this distance here is 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called a perfect 4th. The next note is 7 notes away. It's called a perfect 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are called, you know, the notes that always harmonize with mostly any chord. Okay, so here this distance is a perfect 4th. Now we're going to count 7 notes up from here because these always harmonize. And what we're going to do now is give it a rhythm, a trecio rhythm. So it's ta, ta, ta. Now the last note is a minor 10th in distance. If you were to measure from here, B to A, that gives you a minor 7th interval, which is 10 semitones in distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it goes back to that minor 7th chord identity. And all we're going to do is just drag this chord out. So it's very music theory laden, this sound here. Now for the next chord, you know, I'd assume he just copied this chord over and pulled it up a whole step, which is 2 notes. And then here he probably just went by ear. Okay, but C sharp to B gives us, let's see how many notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still 10 notes away. Okay, so I'm not sure he knew this consciously, but it's the same exact minor 7th pattern on top. Now at this point, he probably did it by ear. Again, I don't know his thought process. I'm just giving you guys what it actually is. And then we can copy the same thing, the same chord structure down. It's just now we're starting a half step below the tonic here. So we went whole step up, half step down in terms of chords. And basically we're going to switch this A sharp to A to convert the chord type. And here we're just adding the root note up an octave. So it looks random, but when you break it all the way down, it comes back down to basic music theory. So the lesson to take away here is understand what a minor 7th chord is. Usually in our music that we create in hip hop, it starts with a minor chord. So a minor 7th is understanding this is a chord extension, and we're going to use what's called a chord code 0, 3, 7, 10. It always creates a minor 7th chord. So no matter where you guys are, here's 0, count up 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This always creates a minor 7th chord all the time. That's my chord code system, by the way, based on what's called integer notation, but I've created my own system for chord codes. Now I told you guys before, the tonic and the 5th like to move in the same direction. So I find it, you know, very ironic that they're moving an octave together in this case. Okay, so the same with the 3rd and the 7th, they like to move together as well. I call these tonal twins. Anytime one moves, the other wants to move. If I sharpen this by pulling it up 1, the other one wants to go up 1. If I go down 1, if I go up an octave, they both want to go up the octave. So they tend to be linked in that case. I'm not giving you guys hard rules, I'm just giving you guys patterns I see. So again, the formula is taking the root note, and doing what's called a first inversion. We're going to take the tonic, raise both the tonic in the fifth up an octave. We're going to pull everything down an octave. All right, now from here, we're going to count from the top note of the triad, or the 3-note chord. Okay, and we're going to count distance. So from here, B to E, that's a perfect fourth, and then count up 7 notes, that gives you a perfect fifth. And then we count it up to the minor 10th interval, which is 10 semitones. And again, we counted to 10 because, again, we started off with that minor 7th, which is 0, 3, 7, 10. And then we gave it a tresillo pattern, so it's tre, si, o, like that. That count up 10, let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm miscounting. All right, now for the next chord, you copy the same structure over, same 4-note chord, copy it over. We just go up a whole step, which is 2 notes, hit shift up twice, 1, 2, boom. And the top note, he just changed it to be 10 notes above C in this case, C sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, I'm not sure he did that consciously, but that's just what was, that's just what he did. And then we're going to take this whole chord type again and then pull it down a half step below the actual tonic. And now we're just going to, I think he just converted this chord type. Without boring you guys to tears, whenever you convert the third up or down, it changes the chord type. Now again, if he did this consciously, that's one thing. If he didn't do it consciously, that's, but still, there's still deep music theory behind this. There's a reason why this works. And then A to E is a perfect fifth. Okay, 7 notes away. Because we changed this note, it was this before, G sharp to D sharp, but what we're doing is hitting shift up. Or we could either go to E, which is the perfect fifth, or just use our root note and pull it up an octave, F sharp. So those could both work in that case. So see how these perfect fifths, perfect fourths, all the stuff stacks up. It's music theory, y'all. If you want to learn music theory, go to busyworksbeats.com/premium and I'll teach you guys music theory. Peace out, guys.